Rituals and tradition are often central to cultural identity. On the Jewish calendar, last month was very significant. Impilo visited Temple Israel in Weinberg for insights into 2 Jewish rites.
Yom Kippur is the most sacred and special occasion for the Jewish people. Every year on the 10th of Tishrei, which is the 7th month of the Jewish calendar, they fast and pray to be healed and purified. The keynote of the day is forgiveness and reconciliation. It is seen as a new beginning in living the laws of God as a good Jew.
What makes a good Jew? I think a good Jew is compassionate, is learning all the time, is studying. I think a good Jew has to listen and love. The 2 key words in our tradition are Shema, listen, and Ve'ahavta, love.
For the Jewish people, the love of the family is central.
I think that the family has always been the key. And when you think about it, if we can get our families to be wholesome and loving, it will solve most of the problems of the world.
Once Yom Kippur, or the Day of Atonement, is over, it is tradition for families to gather to break their 25-and-a-half-hour fast. They make blessings over food and mark the break of fast with a ceremony known as Havdalah. The break fast is a celebratory time. Families meet to unwind, have food together, and look forward to a new year.
It's being part of a people for me. Being Jewish is being part of a people. And for me, it's incredibly meaningful to live a traditional life because I find that it really enhances my family life, and that's what's most important to me.
For the Hoffman family, Yom Kippur this year was particularly special. Nadav Hoffman, the rabbi's son, was preparing for his bar mitzvah, which in the Jewish tradition is a ceremony to mark a boy's coming of age.
The bar mitzvah basically is, in literal terms, is the ceremony for Jewish when you become a man, okay? And then, of course, it's a learning experience, and you get to do the Torah, read from the Torah, and it also, you can do a lot of things after you have your bar mitzvah.
Preparation for the bar mitzvah takes place over many months, where Jewish children are taught the laws and traditions of Jewish living.
They learn about the texts of our people. They learn about the trials of our people. They get a good Jewish education. That's why the bar and bat mitzvah becomes a celebration of that education and the affirmation of their identity in the Jewish people.
Judaism is based on the teachings of the Torah. This holy book has been passed from generation to generation and is seen as the cornerstone of the faith.
Understand, discern, consider. Shanot, shanim, what does it mean?
The Torah is written in Hebrew, so children are taught its language. They also learn musical notes called trope, which guide the reading of the Torah. The discipline and dedication that is demanded of these young people in preparing for the bar mitzvah is a sturdy foundation for the years ahead.
I think the most important thing I've learned in this bar mitzvah process is the responsibility of becoming a man, because when you have bar mitzvah lessons, you have to be very responsible not to miss them. And I think I've learned to be very responsible.
That is what it is in essence, a preparation for the aware and conscious assumption of responsibility. It's a celebration of learning. It's a celebration of family love. This is a most special talit.
On Nadav's 13th birthday, 2 days after Yom Kippur, he and his father led the congregation in his bar mitzvah service.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu letatef b'tzitzit.
Rabbi Hoffman presented his son with a holy robe, or talit, which symbolizes commitment to responsible living. It is a reminder to serve God with mind, heart, and body. Leading the service is something of a trial for most young boys. It places them under scrutiny, and they are expected to perform to exacting standards.
When they do it and they hold up to it, it is very strengthening. Also, it is true that in life, unfortunately, we are judged by others. This places them right into that context right away. But more than that, it's placing them in the context of us loving them. That is what is most vital in the bar and bat mitzvah, as those who participate in such ceremonies see just how much we love our children.
Once a boy has been bar mitzvahed, he can be called upon to read from the Torah publicly at any time and to lead services. As Nadav takes his place as a leader in the ceremony, he touches the fringes of his talit onto the text to show his love for the Torah and its commandments, or mitzvot.
It's a very important learning experience, and I love it because all my family that come from all over the world that I haven't seen like since I was 1, and I can meet them all again, and that's my favorite part.
After the ceremony, the extended family and many friends gathered to celebrate with Nadav in the true spirit of Judaism. Nadav's American grandparents were there to witness his rite of passage.
Nothing could keep us away. And I even said to my wife at one point that we should make preparations, and if necessary, we would start walking.
Medor Lador, from generation to generation, the central idea ensures that Judaism is passed on as a living and dynamic lifestyle.
For this occasion, I would say that nachat, taking pleasure in the pleasure of those you love, taking pride in their wonderful accomplishments, that's very much part of the Jewish way of life. And also living to learn the laws of life and learning to live them with love. What I'm wanting for him is for his internal sensitivity to be augmented. That's what I want from my son. I want his love to be strengthened. I want his goodness to be strengthened. I want his perspective, his wisdom, his judgment to be strengthened. That's what I want from my son.